The number one thing that I want you guys to remember from this, that some of the greatest salespeople do when they're cross-selling, is they secure their main product first, and then they add on the other products. They secure their main product first, and then they add on the other products.
Great experiences build great leaders. Great leaders build great teams. This is Building Great Sales Teams.
All right, guys, welcome back to Building Great Sales Teams. We've got an awesome episode for you guys today. I'm excited about this one because it's been a constant conversation in my business lately, right? And so as you guys know, I am doing a couple of things. I've got my consulting business, Building Great Sales Teams. That's where I'm coaching and consulting on sales program building, a little bit of integration and coaching on sales training. And then, of course, I have a W-2 now with Check Sammy, where we are launching a nationwide partner program where you can partner with us and sell our add-on products, or we even do it passively now through email and texting campaigns. So for instance, if you're a roofer and you want to add on a roof wash post repair because you notice some organic growth, you can do that through adding it on with the customer pretty easily through a quick order form. But if you have a database of 500 customers and you want to advertise our roof wash service to them, you can do so, and we'll actually handle that campaign, we'll handle the sales, and we'll do everything for you for a commission. So just so you guys know what's going on there, you have that available to you. You reach out to me and I can get you signed up to our partner program. So what I want to go over today is going to be around cross-selling and selling multiple products. So I want to give you guys a history on this so you understand that I'm not just speaking an opinion here. This is my experience with it. So I had a sales org, as you guys know if you've been listening to the show for a while. I had a sales org for 13 years. And in that sales org, I mainly sold AT&T. Now, I did sell multiple products, but I had separate teams selling each product. So I had one team doing AT&T. I had one team doing commercial energy, one team doing residential security, one team doing residential solar. And so if a salesperson was at a customer's home or business, and that customer expressed interest in one of our other services through rapport building or small talk, then that salesperson could refer to another salesperson and get a referral fee. Now, that's the only way I did multiple products, because when a salesperson goes to the door or goes to the business owner or gets on a Zoom and basically opens their coat and they've got all these products in that coat, it diminishes their expertise in any given product. And it quite perception-wise, it diminishes it, and it quite literally diminishes it in reality. Because at the end of the day, as a salesperson, you should have an insane amount of product knowledge on your product. You should have an insane amount of knowledge on the competition, and you should have an insane amount of knowledge on the pricing structure, as well as the long-term benefits of your. There's just so much that you have to retain and execute on in your sales presentation. Adding multiple products really dilutes that. Now, what is multiple products, right? To me, a multiple product is a different company and a different product than the one that you're selling, right? Multiple products, I don't mean brokerages like insurance or people that offer multiple companies, but the same product is okay. Or people that offer multiple products under the same company makes sense, like AT&T fiber internet, offering AT&T cell phones. That makes a lot of sense because of the cohesiveness of the companies, right? And so I'm a big fan of doing that. But even that, it's like when we initially did that, we transferred them to a call center that set up the cell phone, so that the salesperson got a commission on the cell phone, the call center got a commission on the cell phone, and we kind of split that a little bit. And then, our reps that were long-term, that had the product knowledge, they could get access to selling cell phones in the field without the call center and get the full commission. But it was a promotion process. So that's something that you guys can do if you do have multiple products in your company, is have them cut their teeth on the simplest product first and then upgrade to multiple products should they be under the same company banner, right? Okay, so kind of my history on this is I had a person that was instrumental to the company early on, and he always wanted to add on products, multiple companies. For instance, he wanted to be able to sell AT&T, be able to sell Comcast or Xfinity, be able to sell Dish Network. He wanted to be able to offer any of the products so that at the door, everybody was a customer. Obviously the problem I had with this is you don't have any brand loyalty. At the end of the day, every product is the best product. I truly believed when I was selling AT&T Uverse that it was the best product on the market. When I was selling DirecTV, that it was the best product on the market. And when I was selling AT&T cell phones, that it was the best product on the market. And I still believe most of those things, except for the DirecTV. Now streaming is just taking that over. So that becomes the issue, is you have no brand loyalty. And for me, that was just ethically, I just couldn't do it, right? And then it was a matter of, oh, well, there's this new product out, with DirecTV. We need to be able to offer that too. Our salespeople want to offer it, and this was before AT&T DirecTV merged. So obviously that was conflicting. We had a exclusive agreement with AT&T where they paid us more because we didn't offer any other competing products. And so that was the issue there. And then eventually this person went on to start their own commercial dealership and then residential dealership under the AT&T flag, and then launched multiple products like he always wanted to. But I can tell you right now, while it may have worked in a small degree, that business did not grow or scale like we did with a singular banner that our salespeople sold under. And so that is over a decade of history of seeing this attempted several different ways, sometimes attempting it myself several different ways. Now, all that being said, does that mean that you can't literally sell multiple products? No, it doesn't. And let me tell you the difference, right? The difference between multiple products and cross-selling is you're offering multiple products at the door or in the initial conversation, right? When you cross-sell, what you're doing is you're adding on products, which is what I was alluding to earlier with the Check Sammy partner program. That makes more sense, and let me walk you through it, right? It's all about the fluidity of the sale. Now, I want you to remember that word, fluidity, okay? The sale needs to be able to flow, okay? And so you can offer multiple products, but you have to use the strategy of cross-selling. And the strategy of cross-selling is this. I sell a customer a solar system, and then I sell them the solar insure afterwards. That's insurance on solar. The fluidity of that sale makes sense. It's multiple companies, multiple products, but the fluidity of that sale makes so much sense. And so that is when selling multiple products makes sense, but it is under the flag of cross-selling, okay? So it's like a roofer, like I talked about earlier, doing a roof repair, or having a customer reach out to him doing a roof inspection and saying, hey, you don't need a new roof, but I noticed there's organic growth, so I'm going to set you up with a soft wash by Check Sammy. You see how I'm lacing that in there? I'm using my own interest here, 100%. I'm biased on this. Okay, so the next one would be like a solar panel company selling solar panel maintenance. They don't do it themselves. They're referring out to Check Sammy to do that solar panel maintenance. And so this is the difference between selling multiple products at the door and then cross-selling once your sale is secure. And so that's my biggest thing. Be the expert, be the number one deck company in San Antonio, be the number one deck salesperson in San Antonio with the most product knowledge of the different kinds of woods, of the different shapes, of the different applications, of the different qualifications in order to put it in a deck, and the permitting and the construction and the seal it, all that stuff. Have a deep knowledge of that over time, but then also be the person that can say, hey, I noticed you're putting in this beautiful deck. Is this something that you're going to want to put landscaping around? and then refer a landscaping business to that customer. It makes a lot of sense, and especially if they say, well, we need to get the deck in soon because we're going to want to put a flower garden around it. All right, are you guys doing that yourself or are you doing it professionally? And then you get to refer your friend that is a landscaper, and so it's fluid. But the number one thing that I want you guys to remember from this, that some of the greatest salespeople do when they're cross-selling, is they secure their main product first, and then they add on the other products. They secure their main product first, and then they add on the other products. Now, another example that makes a lot of sense in this case is like with Check Sammy, for instance, we have a lot of vendors, right? And those vendors provide the services that we supply nationwide. For instance, if there's a power washing vendor in Atlanta, Georgia, right? They provide all the power washing for us in Atlanta, Georgia, should they have good audits and everything, right? And so the beautiful thing about this program, and something that you should be doing yourself, is now they're tapped into a network nationwide of power washers. So if they get a lead in or a referral in for a company or for somebody that needs power washing in North Florida, which is not that far from them, but too far outside of their service market, then now they can refer that the company that they know. Or in our case with Check Sammy, we have a vendor network. So all they have to do is process the order for that customer, and they get a 10% commission on the commercial side. And so basically that's the difference between the two, guys, is you're not going to them with the code open and all the different services that you could possibly offer. You're going to them saying, hey, this is my service. Let me get you this service. Let me make sure you're well taken care of. And then also, by the way, a lot of our customers that use our service also use this service. And so the fluidity of the sale is the biggest difference maker here. And so that is what I have for you guys on multiple products or cross-selling. I wanted to make sure that I got that out there because this is a conversation I've been having a lot lately. A lot of the objections I've been getting about the partner program is like, hey, we don't want to sell multiple products. We don't want to confuse our salespeople. And I completely understand that. I respect that. But this is not selling multiple products. It's more of an add-on sale, of a cross-sell, and you do it after your sales secure. And one of the things we're looking at, we're setting up email campaigns for our partners to be able to advertise to their customers once they install whatever service that they're providing. We're also looking at follow-up campaigns to where, okay, you put a new roof on someone's house, and then we, Check Sammy, we call them up and make sure that they didn't have any pressure washing that they needed done after they got that new roof. And if y'all put in that lead and you added on, hey, their driveway is dirty, or they wanted to get their driveway cleaned, but they weren't ready to do it when I was there, then we would follow up with them on that. And so that's also examples. Everything I'm talking about, guys, is my real world experience with this. Understand that I'm not saying, hey, go and sign up for the Check Sammy Partner Program. I'm saying that you can set stuff like this up in your local market too with local vendors. That's another objection that I've gotten. Hey, I've got a guy for that already, and I want to use him. Hey, I completely understand. You can still sign up for our program and use it for out of market referrals. You don't have to. And then also, the guy that you're using, make sure he signs up as a vendor for Check Sammy and get him some more business too. So it kind of works both ways. You guys can use these as examples of things that you can set up in your local markets, as well as, if you're interested in the program, reach out to me. But that's the biggest differences there between multiple products and cross-selling. All right. So a few updates. TX Biz Dad, the podcast, is still in the works. I want to be very intentional about the branding, about the content of that show. And so that will be launching probably end of March, early April sometime. I really want to give myself some time to put together a solid brand on that. And then also, I wanted to thank you guys. I just checked our reviews today, and we've got 54 5-star reviews. It's amazing. That's amazing. Out of 54 people, not one of them put less than 5 stars, which makes me appreciate you guys so much. Y'all know the reviews are where it's at. That's how people get recommended the show. So thank you so much for that. I believe this is number 321 for you guys. So again, every time I say the new number, I'm just flabbergasted that we were able to do this. But it's only because every week, week in and week out, I look at the download numbers and I see that you guys are still listening, still getting value, still reaching out to me. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys. And as always, let's get building.